Welcome to International Securities Exchange's podcast series. Facilitated by renowned educators, ISE podcasts are intended to teach beginning as well as seasoned investors the ins and outs of trading. To find an updated list of podcasts, please visit www.ise.com/podcasts. Please be sure to listen to our important message following this episode regarding the risks of investing in exchange-traded options.
Steve, can we take a look at the Australian dollar? I'm just interested, the AUM.
Sure. Well, when you see this market here, and you see the Aussie versus the dollar, which is the same as the spot pair, and we're testing the all-time highs here, and you see that we're finding support on our nearby moving average and basing as if we were going to break out and make new highs. Well, if you're a breakout trader, this is a kind of a pattern that suggests at this point that there's still a little bit of accumulation at these higher levels by traders looking for higher prices still. So if I open up the chart a little bit to a 3 or a 6 month, I see that I'm rallying into this 102 area, which is a resistance area that has held us back. And this week we happen to be pulling back a little bit. And so we may pull back and find support again at this moving average. But eventually this is going to resolve itself one way or the other. If I was going to be a breakout trader, it would be above the highest high here of the channel. As long as it's below that high, there's a chance that the sellers could win this battle and we could have some kind of a retracement. And your 6-month chart shows that there is support down here at the 100 level. So it's just, again, range bound at this point. And if we go back and we look at our AUX, our typical pair, the pair that we've been trading, it's been sitting in this support area, and it's bumping its head against this resistance area up here. But overall, it is a severe bear market for the dollar versus the Australian dollar based on the interest rate differentials from the two countries, 4.75 in Australia, and we're barely a quarter basis point. So it makes sense to be long the high yielder and short the low yielder, which is what we call a carry trade. All right, let's finish up on our checklist, get to the end of it. So once I've picked a strategy, once I've gone through all my ideas that I'm going to look at, and I have some links to the ISE FX options page here, and I also have a link to the ISE currency table page, and I also have the quotes and calculator page, which will give you more charts, plus it'll help you actually calculate your option positions ahead of time. Now you move down to your eat breakfast, exercise, and for me it's exercise first, eat breakfast second, or I fall asleep. And are you prepared to trade? Step number 10. Now that's the daily checklist that if you go through this routine on a regular basis, you should be prepared for any kind of situation trading your options. And it's prepared specifically for ISE FX options with links to the places where you're going to need to get information. The last section happens to be for anybody that wants to make their own document. I gave you some keyboard tips. A lot of times you can go under edit here and you can go cut and paste and copy, but sometimes you'll find you can't. You may need to highlight something, hold your control key down, and then hit X and it'll disappear. And then hold your control key down and hit V and it'll reappear. And so that's a keyboard tip for cutting, copying, and pasting. And a lot of times when I use this document online, I don't have the ability to cut, copy, and paste so with every one of these browsers, so I can do that. Plus I have my tools to change my font sizes, my colors, make my drawings bolder, underline, italics, everything that you would see with an Office pair like Microsoft. I gave you a link here for something called Dropbox. I use TradeStation, and TradeStation's workspaces, you have a hard time unless you have a file sharing system like this, to where you can go out to this website, download the software on all your computers. It's cloud computing to where it'll store your shared folders and your shared files in a folder and their server, which means I can have one computer on, one computer off, and because the files are updated on their server, the next time I turn my other computer on, it'll go ahead and update my files on that computer. So this is really, really helpful for anybody that does a lot of file sharing. And if you're going to be doing ISE FX options, I have links to frequently asked questions in case you have a hard time remembering something. I have a link to the ISEFXoptions.com calendar of events. And the calendar of events, of course, will be showing you all the upcoming webinars that are coming up after this week. So that's a nice link in case you're looking for information. Maybe you decide you want to do butterflies, and maybe you want to do some kind of a calendar spread. And so you would want to see the ISE calendars. So next week, you're going to have Raghi Horner, who happens to be a market cycle trader like I am. And so it'll be interesting to listen to her. And then you've got your schedule for the rest of the weeks. So this is nice, and I have a link to that. My next webinar will be in May. I'm down here on the bottom. We'll be doing charting techniques on the next one. But if you're somebody looking for help on candlesticks or credit spreads, you're going to have some wonderful webinars coming up here. And, you know, if you're going to be somebody that educates yourself, obviously I'm an educator and I'm here to help you, and Online Trading Academy is here to help you if you decide that you want help. But if you're going to be your own trading coach, then you're going to more than ever need to be prepared, and as prepared as you possibly can. Links to more webinars here, the archives from the ISE website, links to our Financial Education Center at the Online Trading Academy website, and links to Online Trading Academy's free resources, where you can sign up for any of our free resources on our website, and of course, take classes at the Financial Education Center if you want. But if you're going to be your own trading coach, then of course you want to take advantage of all these free resources that are available out here. Get a free online course by clicking over here on any of these assets over here. If you're a long-term trader, if you're just learning technical analysis or fundamental analysis, and you need help and you need a glossary, you need help on risk management, this Financial Education Center with this link right here will be a beneficial tool for you as you're trying to educate yourself in how markets work. And I'll tell you what, the internet is vast and it's a lot of information out there, so having it organized the way I have it organized is the way that it works the best out for me. Now what I did is I sent Steve a zip file with all these documents as Microsoft Word documents. And that means that if you want them, and Steve can arrange it for you to send them to you, because with the email addresses, that would be wonderful. You probably would want to send an email to Steve at ISE, and if that's okay, it's okay with me to share these documents. You can then upload them using Google Docs. You can upload your documents from the Google Docs homepage. Like I've got all my documents that I shared, and I uploaded them all from my home computer using this upload feature right here. Just put it on your desktop somewhere. You can actually convert PDFs to text documents so you can actually edit them, which is unbelievable. Select files to upload. Just put them on the desktop of your computer. Go click on them, upload them. It'll convert them into into Google Documents. And then they'll be exactly the way you saw them during this presentation. And if you want to share them with any of your friends, all you would need to do is to go up to the document that you're looking at that you want to share with your friends. And here it says share. You click on share and click on share settings. It brings up this box. You type in the email address of the person that you want to share it with, and you can give them permission to either edit it or view it. And then when you share it, they get an email that says, I've shared a document with you, and they can share it, they can edit it. There's me looking at this on a different computer in another room, so I can actually be a collaborator. And last thing I'll show you about this, it's so cool, there's so many nice features, but if somebody messes up a document on me, I have a revision history. Google stores all the changes that I've made to any of my documents over here and gives me the ability by clicking on the document to restore it to a previous version when it worked. So if I lose something or if somebody accidentally edits it and makes a change and does something to it to make it wrong or breaks it somehow, I can always fix it. So this is, I don't know, this is to me the most incredible education tool, and I just wanted to share it with you. I share it with all my classes. I make checklists for all my classes for the different assets that we trade, and each one's a little bit different. And I can link them all into a master document. And so cloud computing's here to stay, folks. And hopefully this educational session that we did here today was beneficial for you. And pretty much, I think we're at the top of the hour. So if anybody has any questions, fire them into Steve, and I'll see what I can do for you. All right, Steve?
Steve, did you see that question from Dave? When did you get established in this process? How much time do you reserve to do it, Steve? How long does it take you to do the whole process each day?
Well, you know, it takes me probably 9 hours a day from the beginning of my trading day to the end of my trading day. I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning for many years, and I'm trading the European session in the futures markets, and I also trade the equities, index futures, and I also trade the options. So I go from about 2 o'clock in the morning Central Time to 9 o'clock, during which time I have plenty of time to where I could take breaks and I could do my, my trading log. But you know what? If you love what you do and you're having a good time at doing it, it's not a job at all. Okay?
Point.
And I see some questions here about can we have the documents. The best way to do it, I guess, would be to send the email into Steve at ISE. And Steve, you can give him your email at the end of the presentation. You can give them my email if they want to send it to me. I can always forward it to them too. smisic@tradingacademy.com.
It might be easier because you know why? Yours got caught in the spam filter, which I think if I zip that open, it's not gonna. It might not let me do it in my office.
Okay.
It might be better for everyone to go to Steve, if you don't mind allowing everybody for them to go to your email address and you can zip it back to them. Or send
Yes,
the file to them.
I am. I'm going to type my email address in here, and it's smisic@tradingacademy.com. And you've got control of it right now, so if you want to,
SMISIC online
tradingacademy.com. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah, just copy and paste that and put it in an email and send it off to me, and I will be happy to forward you a zip file with all the documents that we looked at today. And so you can get started on making your own. You can use it as a copy, as a guide to make your own, and share it with friends. And hopefully it helps you. Trading, again, is a skill. Trading is something that you want to do, and you want to have repeatable tasks. And that's what we teach at the Trading Academy. And if you're going to educate yourself, try to be as organized as you possibly can.
Hey, Steve, just want to remind everyone that if somebody wants Steve's documents, you need to send Steve an email, because I see some people have said, please send me it at abc.aol.com. Well, I don't capture those messages, so please send it right off to Steve, and he'll send you the file. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll get to
Steve,
those.
I want to thank you. Great job. Yeah. This was amazing. Just the organization. I think people have not seen this kind of presentation before, and people are loving it, Steve. So thank you very much.
Well, you know, I got to tell you, Steve, at the Trading Academy, we try to help people. And if you want to do it yourself, though, this is the kind of education that you need. This webinar series is wonderful. It's very helpful, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Well, we're looking forward to having you back in May, and the attendance has been strong. Another strong day for us in attendance, and I just hope that everyone goes to online tradingacademy.com and sees if their services are something that you might be interested in, and if not, go and use their free services, and please continue to come back to fxoptions.com. But if you need a coach, you might want to go to Steve Misic and all of his colleagues at onlinetradingacademy.com.
Yeah, come on. If
Steve,
you can't
so
get
much.
to
I
a...
just want to give you a quick moment for any closing comments. Thanks again on behalf of the ISC.
Okay, Steve. All I want to say is if you can make it to a physical classroom location, look on the website for a location near where you live. If not, the online resources that we have available for you are available, and we're here to help you. And hopefully everybody will have a great day, a great trading day, and we'll see you next time. See you in May. And thanks again, Steve, for allowing me to be a presenter here. It's an honor among all the great presenters that you have every week. And we'll see you next time, folks. Thank you very much, and take care.
Thanks, Steve. That was Steve Misic from the Online Trading Academy. Did a great job in teaching us about how important organization is when you're trading FX options, the daily routine. So did a great job. He'll be back again in May. Please sign up for that session. Next week we have Raggy Horner, then Jack Crooks, Bryce Heatley, Jason Ayers, Jeffrey Gibby. So 5 excellent presenters in the next 5 weeks. Please join us again. Not only that, but we have an ETF webinar that's going to occur in 15 minutes or so. So please join us for that one also. And we have so many classes each and every week. Well, we do 2 a week, so it's a doubleheader. And Mark Sebastian will be talking about trading butterflies. Thanks again on behalf of the ISE, Steve Meisinger, wishing you a safe and happy trading day tomorrow. Bye now.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. To find more podcasts on options, stocks, alternative markets, and market data, please visit www.ise.com/podcasts.